Hi all, my name is Danny. I am the owner and creator of Vegan Soup for My Family. My pronouns are they and she.
My name is Alyssa. I am the events coordinator for Stonewall Chico, and so the lead coordinator of Chico Pride, and my pronouns are she, her.
I was supposed to be co-hosting today with our friend Simon. Unfortunately, he's had an emergency, so today he's taking care of himself. And I will be cooking both the mushroom gravy and biscuits and the herb fruit salad with y'all today.
And I'm gonna be off screen talking at Danny and at you. Take it away.
All right. I want to start by saying thank you first to Alyssa and also to Stonewall Chico for hosting this event, and also to the co-op for providing all of the ingredients for our meal kit today. You all should have everything you need here in your bag. Go ahead and start unloading. We should have, firstly and most importantly, our recipe. Go ahead and set that aside. I'll be using that to cook along with y'all today. We have, in this bag, we should have all of our mushrooms along with our fresh rosemary. And let's see, also our garlic. Go ahead, I'm just gonna lay all of these ingredients out, put these aside. You should also have a can of biscuits as well. Let's see what we have. We should have almond milk, and everything's portioned out for us. Thanks to volunteers that helped us. We have half of an onion, our measured out butter, and then all of these containers should have our salt, spice mixture for our gravy, oil for cooking, and some flour to thicken up our gravy. I've already preheated our oven. It looks like, let's see, to 350 degrees. So I'll go ahead and open our biscuits. Let's see.
Do you get nervous with the biscuit pop still?
Every time.
Yeah.
Do you use a spoon or do you just give it a good whack usually?
I usually start with my hands and then give up and use a spoon.
Oh no. See, this was the part I was worried about, honestly. Let's see. Should be able to peel.
Can we get a spoon? We can get our...
This part.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm scared now.
Here. Here.
Okay, here, wait, can you open it?
I can try.
That pop. We're both nervous.
Oh my God, it won't go. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay, peel more.
I mean,
I'm
sure you're all doing this at home at the same rate we are.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Wow, okay. Is there a reason it's not a knife? It has to be a spoon?
Oh, I heard a, no. Oh, okay.
Mazel tov.
All right. Thank you to my lovely assistant, Alyssa. Thank you. I've already sprayed our pan here with a little bit of olive oil. So we'll go ahead and just lay all of our biscuits out. I think there's 8 in here. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully you all have some friends gathered together today and are going to enjoy this breakfast together. Okay. We'll get our biscuits in the oven. And I'm going to set our timer for, oops, I'll turn that. 17 minutes here. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see. Check our list here. We're gonna start with mincing our onions and garlic. It says to destem and finally chop our rosemary. So we'll start with the garlic. One thing oh, yeah, actually we should go ahead and do our fruit salad first. Yeah, let's do that. Hey y'all, we're going to make an herb fruit salad together today. You should have all the ingredients that you need to make this with me. The other things you will need are a sharp knife, a cutting board, a spoon, and I like to use a big bowl for all of my composting as I kind of chop everything up. We'll start with our cantaloupe. I like to cut the cantaloupe in half. We'll use that spoon I was talking about to take all these seeds out and add that to our compost. Do that on both sides. Oh, this is so ripe, it looks great. Go ahead and set our cantaloupes like this and use our knife just to carve away the peel here and add that to our compost as we go. This smells so good. So the last piece here. And you can kind of chop this at whatever size you like. I'm gonna go ahead and do kind of bigger pieces. Do these cuts here. We'll add all of this to our bowl. And we'll just do the same thing with this other piece here. Cutting the rind and adding it to our compost. And again, I'll just make some cuts along here. And we'll add all of this to our. Next, we'll do our watermelon. There's about a million ways to cut a watermelon, but I like to cut off the end and then use that flat piece to stand it up. I like to cut off this top here. And we'll do the same thing with our rind. Going along each side and cutting off all the white and green here, leaving just this watermelon flesh. And you can keep it whole like this or cut it in half. I think that makes it a little bit easier. Again, I like kind of bigger pieces of watermelon. Oh, here's some more rind. And we'll add all of this to our bowl as well. Our bowl is getting pretty full, so I think I'll just set this aside and we'll add the blueberries that were in the kit. And for the dressing for our salad, you should have some agave here. Go ahead and open that and we'll add the entire container of agave syrup. Pull the bowl a little bit over. Is that better? Okay. And for the rest of our dressing, we'll use a lime. I like to kind of give it a roll and push down and get sort of the juice going here. Cut that in half and add that to our fruit. The last ingredient we will use is mint. And I like to take the leaves from the stalk here and just give that a good chop, and that'll be the last thing we add to our salad. I like to do a bit smaller pieces for the mint because I like getting it in every bite. add that to our salad. Give this a good stir to mix everything together. And then we'll put it in the refrigerator to chill while we make our biscuits and gravy. All right, so we should have our fruit salad in the refrigerator cooling and our biscuits in the oven cooking. While that's happening, we're gonna go ahead and start with our gravy. Our first, let's see, our prep says, mince our onions and garlic, destem, and finally chop our rosemary. So we'll go ahead and start there. I like to give our garlic a good smash. Helps get the skins off really easily. Also, while I'm cooking, I always have a big bowl for our compost. So I've got this here. Even if you don't have a compost and you just end up putting it in the trash, it's nice to have it just to put everything in while you're cooking. Let's see. I love the smell of garlic. It's the beginning of every meal and it always makes me so hungry. Let's get this off here. All right, so we're just going to finally chop our garlic here.
I'm gonna come on screen and say,
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi. I consistently struggle with getting my garlic chopped evenly and finely. Do you have a way of doing it that you...
I just kind of, like you saw with my knife, I kind of just like scrape it all together back into a good bunch and just keep chopping until it looks pretty consistent to me.
Cool. Okay, yeah, that helps. I
Like
think
that,
I imagine
you know?
that people just kind of are able to make it look all perfect and exactly even, and it's not. You just do it a lot.
You know,
That's how you do it.
At home, we have this really cool little chopper that we just kind of like, it's like 2 chops and it just does all of it really evenly. My lamb-mate likes to use that. It's really fun and easy. So we've got our garlic chopped there.
Cool.
Like I said, I like to have bowls kind of ready for all of our ingredients. I'm gonna add most of our ingredients here. I'm gonna add, you should have our pre-portioned spice mix, and I'm gonna add that to our garlic as well.
Move that this way.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
There you go.
Here we go. So we've chopped up our garlic and added our spices. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna just pull all of this rosemary off of the stem like this so that we can chop that fresh rosemary all up. Here we go. I think the next thing we're gonna do, let's see, clean and mince our mushrooms. Okay, getting prepared for that. So I'm just gonna give this a good chop. Make sure it's nice and small so it'll cook really evenly in with our gravy here. And I do sort of the same thing. I know you can already smell.
Yeah.
I love using fresh herbs when I'm cooking. I grow a lot of food at home, a lot of herbs as well, so it's nice to be able to have access to fresh ingredients. Go ahead and add that to our bowl, getting ready for our next step. So I'm going to put our pan on our heat here, and we'll add our oil and get our pan warmed up while we chop up our onions. It's so nice to have everything just portioned out and ready to go. Should make it pretty easy for everybody.
How much olive oil?
Let's see, it says,
2 tablespoons.
yes, 2 tablespoons of olive oil or vegetable oil. I think we used olive oil here today. So I like to just cut off the end. I'll add that to our compost. I prefer pretty small pieces of onion. We'll peel the skin off here and do a bit of cutting this way here. And then give it a good chop here, and we have all these little pieces here. Oh my God, all of this smells so good already. Chop these pieces up on the end. And we'll get these going in our pan. Oh yes. The actual cooking has started. All right, so we'll just let our onions kind of give that a stir. Let these soften a bit. Let's see, let's check our recipe together. Clean and mince our mushrooms is our next step. So we should have a bag of mushrooms here. You're gonna wanna give them a good rinse. I have already washed these here, but I'll just give them a good rinse. And the reason you wanna do this is they're grown in dirt, so we wanna get all that dirt off of our mushrooms. And while our onion is cooking up here, we'll just start chopping up our mushrooms. If you have a food processor at home, it's really easy to just throw them in there and mince them all up pretty small.
Yeah, the nice thing about all of these ingredients being organic was that we're less worried about having to like wash off pesticides and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But also definitely need to make sure that we're getting the dirt and any little critters off of there in case, because that's what happens if you have organic produce.
Let's see, let's turn this up a little bit and get these cooking.
I also wanted to mention, which I forgot to earlier, the co-op donated almost all of the pieces of this kit except the blueberries from the fruit salad came from Sierra Cascade Blueberry Farm, which grows blueberries organically right here in Butte County at Forest Ranch.
Awesome.
So that's what made that so tasty.
And thank you to them for donating, that's awesome. We have so many great people in our community who've helped make this possible, our volunteers who are filming for us today. Let's see, so that's getting going here. Give that a stir. It'll take a few minutes for these to get kind of brown. And just keep chopping our mushrooms. Let's see, check our recipe for a minute. We should be okay. We're doing good. When our onions are all browned and going here, we'll add all of our mushrooms and also our pre-measured out butter to the pan. That's smelling good.
That and the biscuits baking in the oven.
Yes.
It's really coming together.
It's gonna be quite a big meal, I think, too. Hopefully you all have friends you're gonna be sharing this Pride Brunch with. I know in the years past, my favorite part of Pride has always been the Pride Brunch in the park. Leon has always done a really good job of including vegan options, but I'm really excited this year to be able to provide a fully vegan menu for us. All right, our onions are looking pretty good. Looks like, so we should be around step 3. In a medium to large saucepan, heat up oil. Okay, we did that. Add our onions, cook for 2 to 3 minutes. We're doing that. Let the onions sweat. And then we'll add our mushrooms and butter and cook for 6 to 8 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. It looks like we're on our way to browning, so we're gonna go ahead. They're sweating pretty good.
They're nervous.
So am I. This heat is wild. All right. So we've added our mushrooms. Go ahead and give that a good stir. Oh man. Smelling good, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we have 1 minute on our biscuits. All right, that's good to know. Let that go for a minute.
And butter. I
Let's,
think, in there.
yeah. Let's check our biscuits. Oh, baby.
Ooh, they look beautiful.
They are brown and perfect. I don't know about you guys, but I always use a towel to pull everything out of the oven, so that's what I've got here for us today. Oh yeah, can we see these biscuits?
Yum.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna set these aside, turn off our oven. We don't need any more heat than we already have in this kitchen. All right. These are looking good, browning up beautifully. I think the next thing we'll do is add all of our butter. Again, I love that this is all portioned out. We can just add that right there.
And it is vegan butter.
Yes, I believe it's Miyoko's
Yes.
vegan
which is,
butter.
I think a coconut and cashew.
Oh, yeah, I love
blend.
Miyoko's.
Yeah.
They are so close to the real thing, honestly. I never notice the difference. All right, that is smelling so good. I can't wait to eat this with you all when we're done.
Yeah, we promised to at least feed 2. I have a strong feeling that this recipe will feed more than 2 people.
I think this will feed at least 4 people. All right, so let's check our recipe again. Number 4, we add butter and mushrooms, cook for 6 to 8 minutes or until soft and lightly browned. That's happening. Number 5, add fennel, cracked pepper, red pepper flakes, sage, fresh rosemary, and garlic. That's everything that I'd already put into our bowl here so that we can just add all of it together. Important part, do not let the garlic burn. I am notorious for leaving my pan on too hot and burning my garlic. So trying to be careful with that today. Let's see. Okay, that's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and just dump all of our extra ingredients in here. Oh my goodness, that smells good. Okay. And give that a good stir. Yeah.
I'm coming in here to get some pictures just because, for posterity.
You know, yeah. Get some behind the scenes. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that smells so good.
It really does. Oh,
Turn down the heat just a touch so I don't burn that garlic. Mmm.
it's a good thing we all came hungry to this shoot.
I know. And hopefully at home you all have some champagne, because I know I love drinking champagne with my brunch. Let's see, our last ingredients that we have are milk, salt, and flour. So let's check our recipe. Number 6 says add flour to coat the mushrooms. Let the mixture cook for 1 minute. A roux is a combination of flour and fat used to thicken sauces. So when we add the flour in and that combines with the butter, that's our roux. That's kind of the base for our gravy. That is looking so good. Get this open if I can. A little tape. Okay. I'm just gonna sprinkle this all over. We just wanna coat the mushrooms. Get it all soaked up in there with our butter. Give that a good mix here. Oh, I got some sticking. Go ahead and just mix it all in here. Get that nice and coated. I think our last step is just gonna be to add some moisture back in with our almond milk we're using today. Again, all portioned out, so we're just gonna add the whole container into our pan. I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. Okay. And that's where the magic happens right there. Okay. And we just want to simmer all of this together. And as our gravy combines and starts to cool down here in a minute, it'll start to thicken up. And turn that heat up a little bit. Get kind of, scrape all the bottom of the pan, get all those bits that were cooked there. Let this cook up and thicken. We have already added all of our herbs and spices. The last thing that we're gonna do is to add a little bit of salt. And this is salt to taste, so you can add just the whole container of salt if you'd like, or just a little bit. And you can see here that our gravy is thickening up. Oh, that's looking so good. All right, I'm gonna leave that for a second while I pull out our fruit salad that is in the refrigerator. All right. And here's our fruit salad looking good, nice and chilled. All right, that is looking so good. See how it's getting thicker as we cook it here? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so hungry. All right, that is, so you just wanna let it thicken up to whatever consistency you like best. I like a pretty thick gravy. That looks pretty good to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat now. How do I turn this off? All right, now it's off. It's still hot, but here we go. All right, so we're just gonna finish this with a little bit of salt. Do a little bit of Salt Bay action.
Very fancy salt.
You know I had to, listen. And
Beautiful.
go ahead and finish that off with salt.
I think there's a tablespoon. I can't remember how much salt we put in there.
Let's see, let's check the recipe. The salt was a teaspoon of salt.
Perfect.
I think a tablespoon might have been a little bit.
That would be a salty meal.
A little bit much for me. All right, guys. So if you've been following along and cooking with us, you should have all the ingredients prepared, and we'll go ahead and plate it up. Let's see. Got a few plates here for our volunteers who are behind the cameras. Thank you, Dan, and thank you, Kurt.
Yes. Kurt's gonna come on camera so you can see who's been running our live feed this whole time. This is Kurt, who's also
Hey, Kurt.
editing our other Pride stuff. Dan Carter is here.
Thanks,
But you
Dan.
can't see him, but you can if you want to see him.
Come on, Dan.
This is our videographer, Dan. He's lovely and wonderful. Hi.
All right.
And
Now,
our host,
one
Ian, is
biscuit
here
or two?
too.
I'm pretty hungry.
We're doing two. Do you want one or two?
One, just one.
One. Now, I know I'm an open face biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
Are you an open face biscuit? Okay.
Last person I wanted to say is this is Ian, whose house it is. You come over here.
Thank you, Ian, for letting us
We're in
be
his kitchen.
cooking here. All right.
All right.
All right, all right. So, oh my gosh, that thickened up perfectly. And we'll go ahead and put this, smother our biscuits with gravy. Is that a good amount for you? Does that look good, Kurt?
So good.
You had to smell it all here while we were cooking, so I'm glad you get to enjoy some. All right.
Can we do another plate for?
And I need a spoon.
Here.
We'll just give our fruit salad a good toss, mix all of our agave syrup and lime juice all thoroughly here, and we'll plate that as well. All right, now the true test is having y'all taste this and letting me know what you think. And we're gonna get that on film, so at least pretend it's good. Here you go. Oh wait, here's yours.
Oh boy.
My meager portion.
Well, we got a hungry boy over here. All right, guys.
Oh, well, I'm gonna start with the fruit
This
salad.
is my favorite part, is getting to feed people. Oh, he's got a happy dance. All right, cool.
That mint is doing good things in there.
That's right. Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna try the goods.
We're a fan.
It's
That
so
looks like pure delight.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
good. Garlic is really good. It's just like perfectly spicy.
You can taste the herbs in there,
spices
the
are
fresh
great.
rosemary.
It's so decadent.
And I just want to say again, thanks to Simon for creating this recipe.
Yes. We hope Simon is okay.
Yes.
He fell down this morning. He should be fine.
All right. Well, thank you all for cooking along with us. Hopefully you're enjoying your breakfast with some friends or with some family. And happy Pride. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.